Shema Yashala Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yashala Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yashala Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Achad. Shalom Akim. I would like to start off by giving out honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Hakodash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right. And today I want to go into a live stream. All right. Today I want to go to a live stream entitled Putting Earth Back into Your Body. All right. And I'm out here at the reservoir, you know, as usual. All right. Brothers and sisters get a overall view of my location where I'm at. You know, the scenery. It's a pretty nice day. Shabbat Shalom to you. Akim you Akwath. Okay. Just out here with the dog. All right, getting it in. All right. And like I said, today, you know, we're going to a live stream entitled Putting Earth Back into Your Bodies, man. Because essentially our bodies come from the planet Earth, right? Our bodies come from the planet Earth, and really you have to put the minerals, the nutrients that's formed from the planet Earth back into your bodies to sustain yourself. And the reason why it's important to do lessons like this, because living inside the grid, all right, the concrete jungle, all right, you'll be out of tune with your nourishments. You'll be out of tune with, you know, who you are and what it takes to sustain you, what it takes to center you. All right. So this lesson is really going into health and wellness and its truth, man. Like I said, the Most High is requiring more than us just putting on fringes and cursing out the so-called white man. All right. We're required in this truth to really be our best versions, man. Because when you are your best version of yourself, you're going to put out the best product that comes from you. All right. You're going to put out the best product, man. All right. So, like I said, going into this lesson, all right, put the earth back into your bodies, okay? All right, put the earth back into your bodies, man. And what does that entail, man? That entails the things you put into your body should be of a benefit, all right? All right? See, Esau wants to take credit. Esau wants to be the go-to guy. He wants to cut out the Most High out the equation, and he wants to be the go-to guy for your health, for your wellness, for your money, all right? He wants to be the go-to guy. But the Most High already gave us a house of nourishments. He already gave us a medicine. He already gave us food. If I believe that's Psalms 104th chapter, all right? It could be 103, but I believe it's Psalms 104th chapter where it says in herbs for the service of man. If a brother could get that, maybe we have to get some more brothers on the comment board. But basically, the scriptures goes into herbs for the service of man. Okay, so you don't need to go to Walgreens pharmacy, which pharmacy goes back to the Latin pharmakia, which means what? Witch. All right. So really, when you get medicines, or when you get those prescription pills, really you're getting a form of sorcery. Okay. All right. Per Sirach 38 chapter. The medicines come from the earth. The medicines come from the earth. The medicines come from the earth. Okay? Even out here, we have a bunch of pine trees, man, which are very prevalent in the state of Mississippi. But those pine cones have pine seed, all right, which is very high in protein, all right? Which I think the reason why we never really see the pine seed is because the squirrels get to them before we can actually see them. All right, thank you, brother. All right. Shalom to you. Sirach 38:4. Yahweh have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. All right. Most High have created medicines out of the earth, man. Okay. Hey, there we go. GMS dedication 2. Shalom to you, Zaquan. All right. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. Hey, that he may bring forth food out of the earth, man. And when it comes to health and wellness, all right, all right, one of the main ways that we achieve that on a physical level is putting the earth back into our temples, man. All right, as opposed to things that comes from a damn laboratory, man. All right, you see, our bodies are from the earth. Our you really like, just like us, we get our spirits from our father, but your genes come from both sides, man. So you could very well have a spirit that comes from your father, but your phenotype could come from your mother. Same thing in the spirit. We borrowed our spirits from Yahweh Bashma Shai, all right? But our bodies came from our mother. The mother is the earth. All right, that's why we're brown, we're melanin. That's why all the minerals is in the earth is inside our body. But you have to put earth back into your body to sustain your health. All right, that's why it's good to go on cleanses and fast. All right, but when you get done with the cleanse, when you get done with the fast, all right, you put the earth back into your body, man. All right, if like I said in the other lessons, all right, most of the earth is green and blue. That should be an indicator of what we should be putting into our temple. All right, and 30% of the earth is like land mass, man. All right, this is Psalms 103, 2 and 3. All right, from GMS Dedication 2. All right, bless Yahweh, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thy iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. All right, and it starts with prayer. All right, and the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, we have access. We have the activation key, man. Which the activation key is what? Prayer. Prayer to the name of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, or through his son Yahweh Shai. But Yahweh Bashma Shai has already put all the benefits in the planet Earth, man. All right, and that's marvelous to just think upon, man. All right, the Most High has put his benefits, all right, in the planet Earth, man. All right, and if a brother could get Wisdom of Solomon 7. All right, where it says wisdom taught him the virtues of roots. All right, because what does that entail? That has to, what is that? How do you bring that into fruition when you put the earth back into your body, man? All right, because of this pandemic, man. All right, you can knock out a sickness real quick just by simply cleansing and putting the earth back into your temple. And the reason why, fasting, for one, fasting is important for spiritual reasons. All right, but it's also good for physical reasons. The reason why I said cleansing and then put the earth back into your temple, because just like anything else, you have to get the filth out before you put the benefit in. See? That's what I call it, a detox. You're taking the toxins out of your body, but then you're replacing the toxins with benefits. All right? Like I said, Wisdom of Solomon, 7th chapter, it says that wisdom taught him the virtues of roots, man. All right? So what's examples of some of these roots that have virtues, man, that are sold to us in this corporate prison, man? All right, beetroot, onion root, garlic root, ginger root, the waters of Quan. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 20. All right, 20, the nature of living creatures and the fears of wild beasts, the violence of winds and the reasonings of men, the diversities of plants and the virtues of roots. And wisdom just didn't teach King Solomon was Yahweh Shai. Well, you know what? King Solomon was Yahweh Shai, but wisdom was Yahweh Shai. All right, but it wasn't just the diversities of plants or knowing their different identities, but knowing their different uses, man. All right, knowing their different uses, man. All right, you see. But going into the virtues of roots, because we have to put the earth back into us. And how does that manifest? And we can use this world, not abuse it. One way to make it feasible to put the earth back into you is by way of a blender. A pretty good powered blender, man. So let's say you get done with the cleanse or detox or whatever it may have you, all right? And then you might, instead of killing your fast with something that's very, meaty or high carb, you put some vegetables in your body first or some fruit, man. But the way you put the earth back into you, today you can do it by way of a salad, by way of a juicer, by way of a blender, all right? And you'll start off with a bunch of leafy greens, man. This is optional, but it's very imperative that at some point you put leafy greens into your body, like spinach, all right, kale, all right, cilantro, parsley, arugula, all right? Because like I said, the majority of the earth is what? Green and blue, all right? So that's indicative of what you should put into your body. And one of the main things those leafy greens do It purges the toxins out of your body. All right, and they have an ample amount of water. All right, they have an ample amount of water, which is oxygen, which is life. Leafy greens have a high oxygen content, man, which is life. So you eat leafy greens, you put life back into you. And that is the little that I can remember off the dome is just filled with life. On this planet Earth, green represents life, man. It's energy, it's living. All right. But what happens is you know nobody really likes the taste of like leafy greens, right? So you put the leafy greens in a smoothie, or then you might put your roots in the smoothie, man. All right. You might chop up a beetroot. You might chop up a ginger root. All right. Me, I like to lately I've been putting like maybe half a lemon in there. All right, with the peel and all, because the peel has more vitamin C than the fruit itself. And that was the purpose of them coming out with that NutriBullet. So something that was powerful enough to chop down the blender. I mean, chop down the fruit and the peel. Okay. But what happens is you got your roots, you got your fruit, or you got your, like say your lemon, all right, but you got those leafy greens, but you want to mask that taste because you want your smoothie to be palatable, right? You want to be able to enjoy it. So that's when you incorporate the frozen fruit. The frozen fruit, they have that benefit as well, but they're really there to mask the taste, man. All right, so it could be more of a fruit smoothie. All right, but you put those leafy greens in there, man. All right, and you put your roots in there, man. All right. You might put some peanut butter in there. Okay. Hey, the water to use a coin. All right, but this is our element, man. And you know, this is our element, man. We have to decolonize ourselves, for lack of better words, man. We have to really be decolonized of this shit, man. All right. Hey, that's that quote. That's that quote, Zaquan. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine thy food, man. Hippocrates, man. I can't pronounce the word right now. All right. But let food be thy medicine and medicine thy food, man. All right. Going back to the beetroot, the ginger root. Hey, what about those ginseng roots, man? I know Elder Kazaki Allah, you ordered that I want to say that ashwagandha root, which is very hard to obtain now. All right, because Esau wants to just sell you in a powder form. All right, but that ashwagandha root, all right, and you boiled it in water. Right, because you know, Jake, man, we got that baby appetite, man. We don't like bitter foods and all that. So like you said, the smoothie is a good way for Jake to cheat, getting those veggies in, man. And it works for me, you see? But at some point, you acquire the taste and it's not that bad. Like, I can eat a beet raw now. I can chop up a beet and eat the slices like it's nothing, man. You know, but I couldn't do that before. But, you know, you grow into your taste, man. And that's part of putting away childish things where you don't eat something that's beneficial because it doesn't taste sweet or it doesn't have that junk food vibe to it, man. All right, that's really childish, man. All right, but the least you could do is put it into a blender, put it into a juicer, you know, because our bodies need that, man. Our bodies need those leafy greens, man. It doesn't have to say you can't eat animals, but the goal objective is really eat the animals that's straight from the planet Earth, man. You know, as opposed to animals that have been facilitated, man. You know, like brothers had deer meat within the camp, man. For brothers in the camp, man, y'all know that deer meat was on point, man. Oh, okay, you see, we had the red Panax ginseng root, and that red Panax ginseng is like a tonic. Ginseng itself is like a tonic, man. And Elder Kazaki, Kazaki Allah Salak, you always going to like the roots. Well, you did it with the stones. The shape of the stones are indicative of its benefit. Same thing with fruit, vegetables, and the root, man. But the Panax is a very masculine root, man. Those ginsengs are very masculine. It's a tonic, and it invigorates your body, man. And it brings you into your masculine, all right? Boosting up your testosterone. But going back to the shape of it, it shapes like a band. That Panax ginseng root has the shape of a band. Okay? But when you put those ginsengs, you put the ginseng into your body, you know, by way of a capsule or liquid extract, all right? By way of a capsule, liquid extract, once it starts to assimilate into your body, all right, you become a little more masculine, man. All right, if you had problems with potency and bad, those problems end along with the good diet, man. All All right, hey, shalom to you, brother. You know, all right, Sirach 37:29. Be not insatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. All right, hey, moderation is a very royal trait, man. Moderation is a royal trait, man. All right, self-control, self-control is very royal, man. Okay, self-control is very royal. Let me finish that out. All right, be not insatiable. Let me read that. Sirach 37:29. Be not insatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. All right. It says, for excess of meat bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. All right. And one thing I've learned, and brothers can attest to it by their own experience, man, it's really not good to eat late at night, man. It's really good to have a cutoff period when you eat. And if you do eat later at night, you should eat something that's probably more plant-based, man. All right. And for brothers and sisters who haven't done it, I challenge you to, have a cutoff period to when you eat. Let's say 7 o'clock at night, right? And watch how your sleep has been enhanced. Because your body shouldn't be breaking down food while you're sleeping. Your body should be repairing itself, man. All right. That's like when you leave your job, when the workers leave, the maintenance workers might come out and maintenance the machine. But if the workers never leave, it's hard for the maintenance workers to maintenance machine while the workers are still there. Same thing with food. All right, you should have been long stopped eating before you shut down and went to sleep, man. Especially something heavy. All right, and that's why a lot of times people they oversleep, man. All right, because now their body first it has to digest the food, then repair itself. But if you have a cutoff time when you eat, all right, you have a cutoff time when you eat, your food will already be pretty much processed. Now all your body has to do is repair itself, man. And it repairs itself by way of a fast. It repairs itself by way of a fast. And you break your fast by the first meal you eat in the morning time, man. All right. So let me read that again. All right. Sirach 37:29, which is a very good scripture. Be not insatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats, for excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting, which is overeating, will turn to choler. It's very unholy, unroyal to overeat. And I love food, man. But one thing I had to learn was moderation. And I also think a lot of hack I've learned was you can eat certain things that suppress your appetite, like dark chocolate, nuts, GMS Warcry 144, natural testosterone boosters to even us out. Ginseng, catuaba, fenugreek, block that estrogen. And yeah, because it's a testosterone war right now. It's a war on testosterone, man. Drinking out of plastic, eat some put porn out there, man. All right, that stuff messes up your testosterone level, man. All right, eating processed foods. All right, Sirach 31:20. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. Woo. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and choler and pangs of the belly are with the unsatiable man. All right. So hey, there you go, man. All right. Which when I started to read this, part of health and wellness is not just being on herbs and your diet. Those are the two main things, but as well as your lifestyle, man. Hey, the brother, the priest in our camp, Yashamath, which has the YouTube name GMS Living Waters. I think it's GMS Living Waters 144. All right, GMS Give and Go. He just got a massage for the first time, man. He said the massage put him out, man. It put him to sleep. Down here in Mississippi, we got some kind of salt cave. I'm quite sure you brothers and sisters have it in your state. But just look up the benefit of a pink Himalayan salt cave, man, where the salt is being ventilated from vents. The floors are made out of salt, man. All right? You can pay a little extra money, get a massage in the salt cave, man. See, the 12 tribes, we're supposed to be connected to Yahweh, and we're supposed to be connected to the earth. And being connected to the earth, it connects us to Yahweh Shema Shai further. All right? And the prophets, when they wanted to connect to Yahweh Shema Shai, what did they do? They went on a fast. A lot of them went temporarily on a plant-based fast, whether it was Daniel, all right, to prove that they would be more fit not eating the king's meat. But what about Ezra? He ate the flowers of the field. Now, that was the Middle East, right? Well, check this out. The word calendula, I think it's a Latin way of saying the calendar, all right? But it's a plant that grows in the Mediterranean, So there are edible flowers. But the point is that the tribes of Israel, we're natural. You see? Like Eve is going natural now, which is a very good thing. We're natural, but natural goes back to what? Nature. See, we were cultured in this concrete jungle, and Esau wanted to engineer us to be monsters, but really our element is nature, man. Now, a brother might be more into nature than the next brother, and nobody can force a thing on a particular brother, but our natural element is the earth, man. All right. Going back to the title of the lesson, all right, put earth back into your bodies, man. All right. Hey, something Elder Kazaki Allah mentioned. Hey, it's a real good feeling when after you exercise, then you put the earth back into your body. That feeling when you put something healthy into your body, like you might eat a salad after you exercise, or put out the stuff in a smoothie, man. All right. But going back to the earth back into your body, man, going back to those virtues or roots. All right, man, you could get a juicer with some of those roots like onions, all right? Or you could mix it into your blender, man. Put the onion in your blender. All right, carrots, put that into your blender. You know, we got to get used to introducing. The first thing we introduce to our body could be something that comes from the earth, man. All right? Because you're breaking a fast. So it'll behoove you to put something that's more delicate into your body as opposed to something that's hard, man. All right? You see? And also it's good to understand your particular circumstance, all right, and factor that into your diet. I give you an example. At one particular time, I had been intermittent fasting, right? But I had started working this temp job where I was working first shift. So I'm working first shift, and it's pretty physically demanding to where, I got to move boxes out the way fast. But I was getting slow, and I was getting tired, and I was getting depleted. So, at that particular job, intermittent fasting didn't benefit me on that first shift job, man. It would have benefited me to probably have eaten breakfast before I started to work. All right? What a lot of old heads do on a first shift job, they'll eat a big breakfast before they go to work, but they'll skip lunch because they don't want to get tired at lunch. You know how you eat, then you get tired, and Esau puts you right back on the line? Ain't full of shit for that, man. Our bodies were made to do that. That's why the Northern Kingdom, Issachar, has the call to siesta, man. You take a nap at lunch, man. Got a 30-minute lunch break, But the point is, whatever your lifestyle is, whatever your diet is, you have to factor in your living situation when you do it, man. All right? Same thing with keto. That's a low-carb diet, right? Keto is, I'm speaking from my own experience. All things are not profitable for all men. But you go on a low-carb keto diet, right? Well, when I changed jobs and I started doing rideshare, all right, that was beneficial. And I was inactive. I wasn't really exercising. That became beneficial to me. I still was able to lose weight, not even being really active, because I had a low-carb diet, you see. But when I was on this work, when I worked a particular plant job, trying to do keto or attempting to do keto, and I ended up working overtime, couldn't do it. I had to run to the snack machine, get a snack, because it's a low energy diet. Keto is, generally speaking, you can tweak it or whatever, but generally keto is a low energy diet because you're taking carbs out of your diet. Now, complex carbs in general is nothing but a fuel source. Carbs traditionally is a fuel source, but if you don't utilize that fuel, it turns into fat, which is a fuel storage. Fat is nothing but a fuel storage. That's your body saying, okay, if you're not going to use it now, we're just going to save it. All right. But in this society, because of the lifestyle we live of convenience, you never use it. So it just turns to fat and you just keep getting fatter. And then Esau Frankenstein carbs to where he took the nutrients out. So that's why I mentioned complex carbs, man, which are natural carbs. All right. Like oatmeal, whole wheat bread. You see? But like I said, you have to factor in your living situation and determine what type of eating style you're going to have, man. Because all things are not profitable for all men. You can't just watch a YouTube video and these people going vegan, but you live in a dry state and it's hard as hell to go vegan. You see? Like I said, you trying to do keto, which is really a low carb diet, really a low energy diet, but you work on a production line about to die. You see? But it might make sense to do that if you're a truck driver. Maybe. You see? So when it it comes to your eating style, you need to factor in your living situation. You see, your working style, your working situation. You see, because sometimes those carbs, especially if it's complex carbs, it comes in handy. You know, brothers running marathons and stuff. I know for a fact, as a long distance runner, hey, carbs can become your friend. You see, I went out to eat with some brothers before. Or I went out to eat with the brothers, and that particular day, I didn't eat, the carbs. I think I was doing keto, right? But the next day I tried to hit the treadmill. I ain't had no energy. You see? Now you can do keto and still find other means to get your energy, but the quickest way is carbs. But it's all about your lifestyle and are you expending enough energy to utilize carbs? You see? But I know brothers on this comment board, they're very experienced and they're very experienced with a lot of these diets that I'm talking about, and they have their knowledge based on their experience as well that they could bring to the table. You see? All right. Let me see. Okay, brother got some things on the comment board. GMS Demonin. Drinking carrot juice on a daily basis does wonder for your skin. Great for your digestive system as well as celery juice. I gotta get into that celery juice, brother. All right. Hey, the sister said the water for the lesson on herbs. I use the water for the lesson on herbs. I use herbs to make tinctures, parasites, cleanses, etc. Hey, speaking of parasites, see this dog, right? So I was looking up natural ways to help with parasites. I didn't see her, I didn't see worms in her stool, but just for a preventive measure, because it was a rescue dog. You see? Guess what came out to help with parasites? Apple cider vinegar. You see? So for brothers and sisters that got pets, all right, you could get a solution, 50% apple cider vinegar and 50% water. You use a spray bottle, and you can spray it on your pet. You see? Or you can put a little apple cider vinegar weekly in her water. All right, and it'll kill all those microbes or all those microorganisms, all those parasites within her organs. I also read that pumpkin seeds help with parasites, man. Another thing that helps with parasites is papaya seeds, man. All right? Hey, man, all things have their uses, man. All right? Doing this lesson just makes you get more into your how about Shema Shai, man. Just makes you want to say the water, man. All right? Hey, because the earth is a house. It's a dwelling, man. So the Most High is not going to put us on a planet where we're stripped of resources, we're stripped of benefits, man. Okay? It says, somebody says something. GMS Warcraft for bros on keto, boost your energy, sodium if low energy, some broth, etc. And the water for that, the water for that. You said for bros on keto, boost your sodium if low energy, some broth. So the brother said broth boosts your energy level. All right, GMS, the moment knowledge of the herbs and proper diets is a part of our heritage, brother. I got this book because I'm about to do a lesson on this book called Wildwood Wisdom by Jaeger Ellsworth. I think that's how you pronounce that, Ellsworth. But basically, long story short, all this knowledge of how to survive off the grid, how to live off the grid, how to live in the wilderness, it came from our brother Gad, man. Period, man. All that Western stuff, it came from our brother Gad. But I saw some gems in that book which showed that we were Israelites, man. It hinted that we were Israelites. All right. It says, yeah, because when you get sick, you got to go to the earth. Going to the earth when you get sick is part of our heritage. All right, using the earth for your daily benefit is part of our heritage, man. All right, this concrete jungle is demonic, but we got to live in it. It's really anti-Yahweh, anti-Yahweh. All right, GMS Demonin, 2nd Maccabees 5:27. All right, let me get away from this man. But Judas Maccabees with 9 others or thereabout withdrew himself into the wilderness and lived in the mountains after the manner of beasts with his company, who fed on herbs continually, lest they should be partakers of the pollution. Man, heavy. But you know what, brother? Esau tries to have that image of being a mountaineer. Being a mountaineer, man. All right? Esau tries to get that image of, outdoor living. It did say Esau was a man of the field. Really, that's Gad, man. Really, that's our heritage. In the Maccabees, we talking about Levi. All right, so that was just something that was a part of our heritage. All right, they said I think garlic as well. Hey, garlic is. I'm gonna tell you, man. This is my pandemic testimony, man. When I felt myself get sick a month or two ago, a couple months ago, man, the first thing I did was take those garlic cloves and start popping them like Skittles, man. The body released an odor the next day, but that little fever that was coming was gone, man. You see, the garlic is bad, man. You could crush it up, mix it with some honey. Another nice little hack, another nice little thing you can put together is you get that honey, you get a little cayenne pepper, you get like a utensil, and you stir the cayenne into the honey, and you make you a paste. You see, you can just eat it like a little spicy paste. All right, but the honey and the cayenne, they're both medicinal towards your internal body, man, as well as your external. Okay, these things just make you glorify your. How about, and then look, the Most High made that for us, man. We have a God that cares about us, bro. We have a God that made all these things for us, man, our families, man. I was just meditating like you live off the grid, how beneficial it would be to have a horse, man. You know, that's a means of transportation. You won't have to pay a horse note. You won't have to, worry about the gas prices. You just maintain your horse. A horse can travel, the average, a trail horse, they say, can travel 50 miles a day. The average horse can travel about 25 to 35 miles a day. Okay? This is bad, man. Brothers, get it in. All right, Daniel 1:15. And at the end of the 10 days, at the end of 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the sons which did eat the portion of the king's meat. Daniel 1:16. Thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink and gave them posts. And you know another thing that's nutritious? Crickets, man. Grasshoppers. All right? Some brothers in the camp have had eaten grasshoppers. The brother will be flaming up the grill, right? And they'll get a grasshopper, wrap it in foil, then put it on the grill. Next thing you know, it'll come out toasted. And what you could do, you could season a little sea salt on that boy, man. You could squeeze a little lemon juice on that. See, when I was growing up, we ate shrimp. You see, I didn't know better. I was living like a heathen. All right, that was the old man. But in the Western world, shrimp, lobster is a delicacy. But in the Eastern world, really, grasshoppers are a delicacy, man. So another good protein source, or another good that's rich in amino acids, essential amino acids, are crickets and grasshoppers, man. Okay? All right? Because I'm saying it because of our forefather John the Baptist. All right? That Elijah diet, honey and grasshopper, that wild honey and grasshoppers, man, that was a staple for him, man. But that's actually feasible. All right, you don't have to eat meat all the time, and there's nothing wrong with eating meat. But what's essential is that we make an effort to buy that non-processed, grass-fed, grass-finished meat, man. All right. One of the things that's gonna be one of the downfalls of our people is that we totally depend on Esau for our survival, man. So when they get choked out the grid, they're gonna be a slave to what Esau wants them to do. But it's all prophecy. All right, but one of the things that make us still slaves to this day is that we depend on our adversary for survival. All right, you could never be homeless on the planet Earth. You just lack the knowledge of how to utilize the earth for your survival. Okay, you're really just off the grid. But the point is, put the earth back into you. All right, because your body, all right, is a house. You put the earth into your house, man. All right, but going back to your actual house, I think it's beneficial to have plants, which is a form of the earth, into your house. But I'm not making an effort to make brothers, all clones. All right, you all have your creative way of doing things, but having life inside your house begets life, man. And it purifies your house, man. All right? The earth is a house. We never homeless, Aquan. Come on now. The earth is a house, man. All right? But yeah, like we went into the roots, just doing an overview. We went into the roots. All right, whether it was the onion root, all right, the beetroot, all right, the ginger root, turmeric root, man, we put those into our bodies, man. We can't go wrong, along with prayer. All right, hey, all about balance, right? All about balance, man. All right, the meat has that benefit because meat, all right, it has those macronutrients, protein, carbs, fat, and that's one of the best staple survival sources ever, man. All right. Speaking of macronutrients, nuts, man. Nuts are slept on in America, man. Another testimony I've had, I was doing a vegan diet, right? I left my wallet at the house. I was at work, and I left my wallet at the house, and I went to Kroger's before I realized that. I was like, dang, I ain't got my wallet. But I forgot that I bought a bag of sunflower seeds the day prior. You know those sunflower seeds you might get from Whole Foods that's already peeled or whatever. And keep in mind, I was on a plant-based diet and I was tired. But I started eating those sunflower seeds, man. And guess what? My energy came back because of not only the protein content, but that fat content, man. All right. So a nuts I slept on, man. All right. Walnuts, pecans, cashews. Cashews got that I want to say manganese, but I know it has magnesium in it, man. Those manly minerals, man. You know what I mean? Another staple to drop in that blender, man, and keep it moving. You know, those nuts, those almonds, you know, and granted, half of the stuff we eat is tainted, but it's best to get the best of the worst. That is to eat pure crap, man. You know, we'll eat the best of the best in the kingdom. Right now, we got to get the best of the worst. So I know a lot of things that I've named. When you go to the produce section, you know, it may or may not be just the most pristine fruit or vegetable. But hey, look, we in hell, man. You see? Monsanto is the MFer, man. All right? But the point is, as the brother said in the comment board, it's all about balance, man. All right? Because I know how it is to go on a plant-based diet too long. Now your body starts tweaking because you ain't been using supplements and you deficient of certain minerals, man. But I know how it is to go on an acidic, you just acidic too long, man. And we don't have to get into that, you know? So the brother said at the end of the day, it's all about balance, man. And some brothers are going to be a little more plant-based than others, man. Some brothers are going to pretty much be mostly plant-based. So some brothers are going to be more balanced, man, more Mediterranean, you know, which is the best diet, man. And I'm not just saying it because I'm an Israelite. You can do Google what's the best diet. And Mediterranean going to pop up all the time. You see? All right? Which you look up Mediterranean as etymology, it means middle land. You know, the center of the earth, baby. All right. But you know, I don't want to end this live stream, man. But I'm gonna, you know, bring it to a closing. All right. But hey, you know, brother went into the celery juice. Brother went into the carrot juice. All right. Sister brought up she says she make tinctures, which brothers got to get into the tinctures. It should be at least one or two brothers in a camp that know how to make a tincture, man. Because with some of these roots, all right, it'll be more depending on your lifestyle. You might not have time to make a smoothie every day, but if you make you an extract, all right, which is an extract is you're extracting the nutrients from that herb, man. You make your extract, you can just take that boy with you, man. Drop a few drops on your tongue, man, and keep it moving. You can make you a ginger extract, a cayenne extract, a garlic extract, all right? And what the alcohol does, all right, it extracts the nutrients, like I said, and it's a preservative, all right, and it makes it more potent, all right? It makes it more potent. So you should have that in your cabinet, man. At least one brother in your camp, somebody in camp should know how to make bombs, should know how to make extracts. Plus you got sisters that's into it. You could copy from them, you know, they buy from them. You know, and then they got their websites and stuff. But every brother in the camp, it should be an herbalist in every camp, man. All right, it should be an apothecary in every camp, man. Because we are a nation within ourselves, man. We are a country within ourselves. We're a people before a land. And every country has their Dr. Sabi, so to speak, man. All right, and that's just real talk, man. All right. So the bombs is nothing but the herbs, all right, steeped into the oil. All right, you add your beeswax, all right, or you can leave it as an oil. And now you can put it on your skin for topical uses. Going back to those flowers, a lot of skin repair comes from flowers. Lavender, calendula, I want to say daisy. Like I said, when I burnt my face up, you know, I repaired my face, all right. I had some aloe vera, all right. Esau gave me, I forgot what you call it, some type of cream, but I'm mostly aloe vera, coconut butter, All right. Then I made my ointment out of the flowers of the field, man. And in 9 days, 90% of it had healed itself, man. I only have like a little mark on my lip. All right, now I have to keep my face moisturized, man. All right. All depending on how about Shema Shai, man. All right. Depending on how about Shema Shai, man. Going back to Isaiah, where it says we'll no more depend on them that afflicted us. We'll stay on him. We'll stay on Yahweh Bashim Shai. We'll stay means to depend. All right? But that's pretty much the point, man. The earth is ours, man. These herbs is ours. The fruit vegetation is ours. That's us. That's our thing, man. We represents life, and he represents death, man. All right? We lived in his world long enough. We depend on his world long enough. Now it's time to transition into Yahweh Bashim Shai, into salvation. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Shai, by Shalom Kakudash, double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, Abba coming out, Shalom.